Okay, so Green Dynamics and Oasis. Originally, we had one customer in Oasis, and that was a customer we used to do treatments for just to keep their plants healthy. What happened, they had invested significantly in their lawn and landscape and whatnot, and they were having a really difficult time keeping their plants healthy from insects and disease and that kind of thing. And they found out about us, and we decided to help them, right? But it was really out of our way because much of our work was really centered up in North Trinidad. And so coming or sending somebody down here to spray one customer in Chaguanas really wasn't making too much business sense. But we did it, and the fact is we had really good success. And that is like a drug to me. You know, it's really seeing that you put in effort and the effort translates into success, that's euphoric. And so we continued doing it. And we did it for about a year. And then at around the middle of 2016, everything kind of came crashing down. We were heavily involved in the highway project to Point Fortin. Essentially, we were doing erosion control hydroseeding. And that meant we were planting about an acre of grass a day. It was a lot. It required a lot, and we had to get financing from all over, the banks, from friends, from family, to be able to execute the project. And everything would have gone well if we had just gotten paid. But we didn't get paid. By the time election campaigning started in 2015, all payments stopped. And by middle of 2016, we had completely run out of money, and we had to just be shutting down parts of the business. So I dropped my maintenance team, and I was basically going around to customers, letting them know, well, we couldn't continue to do business, XYZ is the case, and whatnot. But back to Oasis Greens, I was having that conversation with this customer, but I hadn't reached that part of the conversation as yet. And you know, she just kind of went introspective, you know, when somebody goes into their thoughts, and she just looked at me and she said, you know, we are having a really hard time getting people to do good work inside here. And she started to tell me stories and give experiences, things that she experienced, her neighbors and whatnot. And one story really stood out to me, and that was regarding one of her neighbors who actually hired a backhoe to dig up his entire lawn because he couldn't get on top of a nutgrass infestation. When I heard that, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Nutgrass, I mean, it's bad. It's probably the worst weed you could have in your lawn. But we would have been controlling nutgrass, you know? And to realize that just for a lack of professional help, of guidance, of insight, that someone would have had to go to this length to destroy their investment, destroy their investment because of that. You know, I just said in my mind, you know what, we're going to come in here and we're going to help people. And that's what we did. That's what we did, and that's what we've done. Okay, so this is actually the project where the customer would have ripped up the entire lawn because of the nutgrass problem. When they ripped up the lawn, all the lawn was gone, but there was still plenty of nutgrass. You know, it was really bad. And we actually got in contact with them and convinced them, listen, we can deliver successfully on a lawn at your property. And that's what we did. Initially, when we replanted the lawn, it was terrible. The nutgrass came back with vengeance. It was fierce. You couldn't even see our zoysia plugs in between the nutgrass. But we treated it, and eventually the nutgrass died off, and our lawn started to emerge. And today, this is one of the highest quality turf lawns in Oasis. We've done many other projects inside of Oasis. We've done lots of lawns, a few landscapes, and even 2 sprinkler systems. I long to see the day when people actually drive and come to Oasis to see what a beautiful community looks like. You know, you shouldn't have to live in Goodwood Park or live in Millennium Lakes to be able to experience living in a beautiful community. So my dream is that each person in Oasis can have the opportunity to make their space into their personal oasis within Oasis, so that eventually the whole of Oasis becomes an oasis. That would be fantastic.